Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this live, Facebook Live. This is DigiKnow. My name is Andrew McCauley, and of course, I've got the wonderful
Will Hankey here in St. Louis, Missouri with
Hey,
the quarantine look. I'm going for the full-on
the Neanderthal caveman look, they call it. I didn't say that. Hey, if you just joined us, welcome. This is a show we do every week. In fact, we've been doing this for a number of years now. The DigiKnow podcast. It's gone through many transformations, many platforms. We are outlasting many platforms. We've just moved to Facebook Live because we finally got to the point where we feel comfortable in our skin and we can show you our faces.
Right. It feels like this Facebook Live thing is probably going to take off. So, we need to be on the bleeding edge of
Yeah, I read about it the other day. Like, this Facebook Live thing, it's pretty new. I want to get onto it.
Right?
Wow. Just joking, people, just joking. No, we've had a few different formats. In fact, our show predominantly was all about the changes in technology, in digital marketing, online marketing, social media. We were on top of it so far that we were predicting the future. When you've been in this game as long as Will and I have, it's not that hard to predict the future because you can see it coming. Anyway, we've taken a little bit of a change. We're not going to dig in as many as 30 topics as we used to do. We're going to do about maybe 4 or 5 topics, have a bit of a chat. And if you're on board and you're watching us on Facebook, jump in and let us know in the comments. Let us know where you're from. Let us know where you're watching from. And if you've got any questions, anything you want to add to what we've been saying, because we're not always right. No one fact checks us, do they, Will?
No. For those that are listening on audio, we are doing the Facebook Live on Thursdays at 11:30-ish Central. That is 9:30 Pacific. Yep. And that is on the Red Canoe Media page in case you're wanting to find us and see our beautiful quarantine haircuts or lack thereof.
Wow. Hey, this is a self-made haircut.
Yeah, that's nice. That looks good.
Yeah, of course you can tell. That's why I have a whiteboard behind me so you can see the different size hairs that I've got that I didn't do very well. Gee. Go on.
What's going on in your world this week?
Well, let's see. Lots of things going on. Business for us is still busy, although we're in lockdown mode. We still have lots of people wanting to get their message out, get their business out and found. Lots of people a bit late to the party. Yep. But that's the way people are. Whether we had coronavirus or not, or COVID-19 or not, there will be always people late to a party. And by that, I mean people who are suddenly wanting now to embrace digital marketing and say, help me. And, well, you didn't want to know about it before, and we told you it was worth it. Now it's 100% worth it, and you're a bit late.
Definitely late. We're probably in the same boat. Phone's ringing off the hook.
Yeah.
And some of it is little tiny project stuff, but a lot of it is, like you said, people finally deciding, I better do something about this before we switch on that open sign.
Yeah, right. So I'm just getting a my little show on the side so I can see if all these thousands of comments coming through so I can answer them. How about you? What else? You're busy. Anything else that's been going on that's been different than normal for you this week?
You know what? We launched a new program on my window treatment agency.
Yeah.
We built a couple templates, website templates, and we're selling those at like $149 a month for a year. And a nice, easy way to get some of these people that don't have websites at all, which blows me away. But there's a lot of companies that don't have websites, and this is a great way to get them started. At the end of a year, they own it. It's a WordPress site. It's SEO friendly, and they're off to the races. So kind of excited about that. We've sold several of those already just in the couple days since we've launched it.
I'm blown away like you in this day and age. I know we live in website world, and we're into it every single minute of our day. But I'm still blown away with the amount of lack of websites or presence that people have on the web. It's where we are. I mean, we're all looking for to buy stuff. Where not on the yellow pages. Who knows what that is? But it's all web. So and there's lots of businesses that don't have a web. So yeah, like you, blown away.
Yeah, pretty surprising. But and some of them are smaller businesses. But every once in a while, there's a 2, 3, 4, 5 man shop, and they're just relying on word of mouth and some other things that maybe have dried up now.
Yes, as my friend Jeff Harrison says, when the tide goes out, we find out who's swimming naked.
Yes.
I love that. I've never heard that before, and I use it all the time now.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of people on the beach taking pictures of each other or themselves,
Yep.
Instagram, Facebook, I think all of the social medias now have added some sort of donation sticker. Those
Yeah.
they have been popping up for a while now. TikTok, one of our all-time favorites, has started to roll out a similar donation thing specifically for the COVID relief.
Yeah, Donation Nation. It's happening. It's people. I'm not sure how effective they are. Let me ask you a question. Donation buttons have been around forever. I know when I started internet marketing and websites, you could always add a button that says donate, and PayPal have even got a function in their PayPal account that's a donation button.
Yep.
Have you ever donated to anybody?
Yes. The only time I really do it is if, one of my Facebook friends says, hey, I'm raising some money for abused kids and I'm doing a
Yep.
motorcycle run or something like that.
Yep.
I'll do $25 there, but something like that is probably the only time I've ever done it.
Yeah, I think the only time I've ever done it is for a tool, maybe a web tool or something like that a creator has spent some time making and he relies on donations. So I've done that. Don't say a lot, but I've never donated to any social media cause for entertainment purposes.
No.
Someone does a funny video, and we're talking TikTok. We'll talk to TikTok in a minute, but TikTok, a minute. Well, how much do you pay for a minute's worth of entertainment at max? Like what's the going rate for a donation for entertaining me for 1 minute?
Right. Yeah.
Because even if it was $1, right, it's a $60 an hour gig.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Right? So I'd be interested to see how many people make money from their TikToks. Look, don't get me wrong. There's some great people out there making some fantastic stuff. But I think some dreams will be shattered when people think they're going to get millions of dollars from their donation sticker.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you remember the ice bucket challenge? That was a big deal, and that was for ALS, right?
Correct.
And
yes.
they got donations, just crazy amount of donations from that campaign.
Yeah, that's a little different though. That's for a cause and
right.
and a charity. Whereas these stickers, I believe, are for the user or the creator of the content that's on there. So I get the ice bucket challenge, and that's great. But this is a different thing. This is for the people who are creating their own little content for the viewer. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see the stats on that. They're not going to tell us that. I don't think I'd like to see that, just to see what sort of results people are getting. Because at the end of the day, is it worth it?
Yeah.
Don't know.
You know what else? I tend to watch YouTube in the morning, just catch up on different SEO things that are going on, finance things. And I'm seeing a lot of people having the little fundraiser icon on Facebook when they're doing their new things. I think Jimmy Fallon, some of the different talk show hosts always say
on YouTube or Facebook?
On YouTube.
YouTube,
yeah. So I assume that they're monetizing it, but all of that money has been designated to COVID or something like that.
Yeah. Anyway, it's the way.
Uh-oh, I think we might have lost Andrew here. Well, I guess we'll wait till he pops back on. No telling what's going on there. But the whole donation thing, kind of crazy. I like the idea of making $60 an hour for just creating crazy content. And hopefully he pops back on. We'll talk a little bit more about TikTok, some of the things going on there. Now that particular platform has been downloaded an insane amount of times. Let me look at the numbers here. 2 billion times that has been downloaded. So pretty excited to be a new TikTok user. So I switched over to TikTok when you disappeared on me.
You know what? It's funny. I can still see you and hear you in our little room. So That was weird. I'm like, it just says your video will appear here. I'm like, well, it was. It's gone. Anyway, so I didn't miss much, and I listened to what you said, and I don't know. Anyway, TikTok. So I've been haven't been a big fan of TikTok as far as business and marketing goes. I've been sucked down the vortex of the black hole of watching TikTok, and I know exactly all the dance moves. Do you want to see one? Let me.
Yes.
One of those dance moves because I still can't do it. However, I have changed in the last month or so. I've noticed some marketers, not so much marketers, content creators, putting out some stuff on TikTok and getting some amazing view, some reach, some followings and stuff like that. So I'll give you a couple examples. One, home handyman or hardware guy showing you how to fix a door jamb or fix some items at home, and he talks about his little business that he does home fixes. There's a doctor, a physician. No, he was a physician's assistant. He was an assistant. He wasn't even a real physician. He was an assistant. And in 3 weeks, he had about 200,000 views, 100,000 likes on his page. And he was talking about just little things to do for health. Like, this is why your heart does this, or this is why your lungs do this, and here's what you should do instead. Oh. And he was giving some really good advice. Wasn't trying to be funny. Wasn't trying to do a dance. Didn't have backing music or anything like that. It was just solid information that he was presenting that people liked. That was the target he was going for. I've made the best banana pancakes I've ever seen from TikTok. Lots of home-style cooking stuff, home shows, bakers, and people that write blogs for cooking are doing some stuff on TikTok as well. So I'm finding some really cool content out there. Accountants. I've had accountants talk about COVID-19 stimulus packages and taxation stuff. So there's people out there doing some really, really good stuff if you can wade through the other crap that's there.
Yeah. I have to admit, I downloaded it, and while you were talking, I actually went back and looked up on the website. The first time you and I talked about TikTok was September of last year. So that's
there you go.
We're 9 months.
9 months ago. Yep.
And we finally got it downloaded, and it's not a fad, I guess, or maybe it still is. It's just one that's finally got our attention. I downloaded it. Every once in a while, it pops up on I have an Android, pops up in the little top menu and says, there's this video is really popular. So you go watch it, and it's a dog with a silly face or something like that.
Yeah,
You get sucked in, and 10 videos later, you're like, okay, I gotta stop this.
Yeah, and I think I don't know if you mentioned this while I was off, but 2 billion downloads of the app. I mean, that's nothing. That's not something to sneeze at, right? So it's the fastest growing app out there. It has been for a while. People are on it everywhere. People love it. Now, what's the age range? I've got some stats that I should have pulled up for us, but I may not have them handy, so I'm not going to tell you what they are. You know what? In fact, let me see if I can do that while I'm talking to you. But the age range it's youngish, but it's getting older. People are getting onto it. They're really just enjoying what's going on. And as you said, you can get down and watch these videos. The longest is a minute, and the others can be 5 or 10 seconds. If you watch a bunch of those 5 or 10 second ones, suddenly your time disappears real quick.
Yeah.
Here we go. I found my stats. Let me see if I can tell you what my stats are. My stats are this is going back to February, okay? So I'm a little bit out of date because I did a presentation on this a while ago. Average of 52 minutes per day per user.
Oh.
Facebook has 44, YouTube has 40 minutes, Instagram has 42. So it's right up there. It was in 154 countries. It's probably in there more. And there's about 80 million active users in the US, 60% female, 40% male, and 80% are aged between 16 to 34.
Interesting. What that speaks to that's interesting to me is the fact that people are spending a lot of time on something that basically has a 1 minute expiration date on it. That's a lot of content different content in a short amount of time. And then as content creators, we're always thinking we need to make these 1,200 word posts and these long things. So obviously it's a different platform, different idea, but still interesting to see that people are consuming large amounts of very small content.
That's the way we are. We've got different platforms, different size things, and you've just got to be adapting to where people are at.
Yeah, pretty interesting. And I think our friends at TikTok even rolled out a donation sticker too. So good for them.
Yes, they did. They sure did. Yeah. So that's TikTok. What else? Anything else on our list of things that we're looking at?
Well, we could stick with the video theme and talk about Facebook expanding their test for in-stream ads for Facebook Live.
Yeah. So what's a Facebook Live? You're watching it. Facebook Live. Yeah, it's a play that they've been making on. When did they roll out Facebook Live? Was it July 2016? I think it was.
Wow. Yeah.
And to be honest, they were a little late to the party. Once they saw Meerkat and Periscope popping up, and Blab was crushing it back then, and there's some kings on Blab back then. I tell you what. Well, we knew that ads were coming. They've been talking about ads for a while. They've been testing some more ads features on Live. Now, if you're a regular Live Facebook Live video creator, you can opt out to run ads. I'm just not sure how they'll roll out. I mean, you can't just have come in a conversation like this and suddenly I get stopped because an ad rolls over the top and my key point is,
right,
and the answer to life is, and then an ad comes across the top of me. So maybe video, maybe like the lower third stuff. I'm not sure how that's going to roll out, but you can opt out if you want to, so you don't have ads on your live stream.
Yeah. So you and I are not using Facebook Live right now. We're using a service called BeLive. So how are those going to interface where all of a sudden we're using this platform broadcasting to Facebook and all of a sudden there's an ad? Yeah. I mean, how is that going to work?
Yeah. So still a few things to iron out, but I'm sure that they will work it out so that they can have a good user experience. Of course, it doesn't upset the lives, because let's face it, if we're interrupted in the middle of a live because here comes an ad,
right?
Or maybe we get a choice to put an ad in when we want to, and we can say, click here, push the ad button, and we pause in our content to run an ad. Maybe like YouTube partners, we get some of the revenues from it too. So not sure how that's going to work, but it'll be interesting to watch this space.
Yeah, it will be. Last piece of news, third-party sellers aren't surprised that Amazon is reportedly looking at their data. I think this has been news for a long time.
That's official news or unofficial news?
Well, unofficial. I mean, years ago, Amazon stopped letting everybody sell SD cards online because they came out with their own version of them, right? So they squeezed everybody out. Amazon's doing the same thing. They're seeing these vendors that are selling high quantities of a particular product. They just go source the product and kick out the guy.
Yeah. It's not. I'm not surprised. I mean, it is their platform at the end of the day. How do you compete? Once again, this goes back to, I've been saying this since 2006. Don't build your business on rented land.
Yeah.
Right. You are building it. If that's your business and you're building it on a platform that you don't control, like Amazon, then you're going to bend over to their rules. If they say they want to put their own product exactly the same as yours on there, tough ditties, really.
Yeah.
Sad, right? You've got to build your own business.
Yeah. They had articles from the Wall Street Journal, and it even mentions in the article, you should be concentrating on branding and building your own presence online, not relying specifically on Amazon, or any platform.
That's a novel thought. I love it.
They probably got it from you, right?
I did. I know. I coined the phrase.
Wait till you see something on Wall Street Journal about the beach, the water going out, and all the naked people, right?
Yeah. You know what? I did a blog post on it, and I did a search for naked swimmers in the beach, and I wasn't appropriate that I could put on my blog post, so I had to come up with something different. But I was trying to keep it clean. It just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah. Now that history's in your computer, and
yes. Anyway,
that's all the big items for this week.
That's all I've got too. but thanks for joining. If you just joined us, this is DigiKnow episode 85. It feels like we've been on episode 85 for about 85 months.
Right.
We'll get to 100 soon. But if you joined us this week, we're doing this live every Thursday morning, 9:30 Pacific, 11:30 Central.
Yep, that's right.
And you can also hear us. We turn this into a podcast. You can hear us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and all the other good podcasting stations. We'd love to, if you've got any ideas about topics, this is new for us too, actually, being on a Facebook Live where we can actually interact with people as we do the program. So if you've got any ideas about topics or anything you'd like us to discuss, chuck them in the comments below on the right or left or wherever you're watching this live video or replay of this live video. We'd love to hear it. Will, how can people find out more about you?
Well, they can go to Red Canoe Media, and the podcast is at redcanoemedia.com/DigiKnow, DigiKnow.
Yes, and I'm Andrew McCauley. You can find out more about me, the social media bloke. The social media bloke is where I do my personal blogging and stuff like this.
Nice. Very good.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, thank you, Will. Thanks for jumping out on this beautiful quarantine Thursday.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get out of it soon. You'll know when we're out of it when my hair is more manageable.
Let me ask you a question about getting out of it. Is Missouri, are they likely to lift the banning soon? Like, are you following the Georgian states and places like that, or are you going to stick with the rules?
I think they're getting ready to open it up. I have the gym that I go to. They posted that they might be opening on Monday. So, yeah, we'll see. Well, are you surprised that they're opening on Monday, or the fact that I go to the gym?
It was a double wow. I am surprised they're opening the gym. Yeah. We are in double down lockdown over here. Just our governor yesterday came out and said, I think we're doing face masks and stay at home till mid-June or something right now.
Yeah.
We ain't going nowhere right now. So
yeah, I think I'm sure the gym is being very aggressive about getting back and getting open and making some revenue. And whether they really will open Monday or not, I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll do this Facebook Live from the gym next week.
Yeah, no problem. I'll do it one-handed.
All right, everybody. Thanks, Will.
All right. See ya.
We'll see you later. Bye-bye.